Praise the Lord, everyone. Brother Roop here. We, turn the music down. We, here in Book of Acts, chapter 13. We are continuing our story of Cornelius being the first Gentile to enter the church. He's going to do that by Peter. Peter's not too far away. Good day's walk away, and Cornelius received his vision. If you watch the other videos, from an angel, told him to go to Simon the tanner, where Peter is living, but as I said in the past video, I think he's hiding out. So God's going to grab him, because he's got the keys to the kingdom, remember. He had the keys for the Jews, the keys for the Samaritans, and now he's got the keys for the Gentiles. 3 keys of the kingdom. Jesus Christ gave him that. If you go back in the Gospels. Now, verse 13. Cornelius got his visitation from an angel, but Peter gets a trance or a vision. A vision that puts him in a trance. It's kind of like he's standing there in the movie theater's going on in his head. And God's trying to tell Peter something. He's trying to tell him that what's unclean is going to be made clean by God himself. And that's a reference to the Gentiles. God's going to use unclean animals and say, I've made them clean. And that's a metaphor for the Gentiles. He's making the Gentiles clean now. Remember, Judaism is only for the Jews. It is only for the Jews. And up to this point, Christianity was part of Judaism. There's a Jewish sect still. But God's going to change that when he brings the Gentiles in. Christianity is going to be its own religion. And he's preparing Peter for that. Peter's almost there. He's living with a tanner that makes him ceremoniously unclean. So he already knows that. He's making progress in that direction. God's going to give him a kick in the pants to get him the rest of the way. And we read in verse 13 here, and there came a voice to him, Rise, Peter, kill and eat. That's a reference to those animals on that big linen sheet that just came down from heaven. Voice telling Peter to kill and eat. Now, Peter's going to get some pushback because apparently he's still following the Old Testament dietary laws. He hasn't made a clean break from the past, and that's okay. Christianity is a new thing. It's hard leaving your religion that you were raised in. It's very hard. And it takes time. It takes time. I don't have any faults for Peter for that. Now, his voice that came to him in this vision, his trance, some say it's Jesus Christ, but that's not the case here. Peter knew Jesus Christ. He lived with him for 3 years. He would have recognized Jesus' voice. He does not recognize Jesus' voice, because in verse 14, Peter says, Not so, Lord. Lord here meaning sir. If there was Jesus' voice, he would have He would have said, "Not so, Jesus." He would have called him by name. But he didn't here, so I would think this is maybe an angelic voice. I would think it's being an angelic voice, because he did not recognize the voice. And he's telling Peter to kill and eat, and paving the way for the Gentiles. And I'm glad, because I'm a Gentile, and I got to come in, so I'm happy for it. God bless you.